nosebleeds or get more excited about game day than our birthday. We're going to talk to you about the Heisman Trophy.
The Oklahoma Trophy.
The Oklahoma Trophy. Heisman U. It's actually made in Edmond, isn't it?
Del City.
Del City. You're right. Okay, yeah, it's made in Del City. It's awarded in New York. So we're going to talk after, 5 weeks of college football? 6 weeks?
Yep, 5 weeks.
5 weeks, okay. I guess it's 0 to 9.
Yeah, the 6th week starts.
This week, okay. Yeah. So we are looking, it's a pretty good race.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Still anybody's game.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game. There's a lot of quarterbacks. And so, Kale, what do you got on this one? You don't have to list your top 5 automatically, but what do you think about it?
Well, I mean, you and I were talking about this off camera earlier today. Hurts, it's up for debate whether he's the best quarterback or not, but I think right now everyone generally accepts that he's the best player in the country, which is what best overall player we mean. Yes. And that's what the Heisman Trophy is.
So, yeah.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
It used to be a running backs award, and it's just changed.
As the game evolves.
Yeah, you'll hardly ever see a wide receiver winning it, but now you hardly ever see anybody but a quarterback winning it. So, what else you got, Kel? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I mean, beyond that, I've got a bunch of really good quarterbacks up here. 2, 3, and 4 on my list are Joe Burrow and Justin Fields, respectively. And they're just consistent, and they're doing it at a better pace than everyone else. So, I mean, why not put them on?
Why not? Jalen Hurts, obviously.
Yeah. We already talked about him.
Yeah. If Jalen Hurts keeps these numbers up, it would be ridiculous. His QBR would shatter the one before, which I think Tua broke Baker's last year total QBR.
I think so.
Was it over?
Right. So did Kyler, didn't he?
Yeah, Kyler broke Baker's. Tua broke Baker's. So they both broke Baker Mayfield's last year. And that's wild because Baker was nobody thought they'd ever see anybody like him again. But now they have quarterbacks who are just taking over the game, and it's unbelievable to see. My top 5, one, obviously, Jalen Hurts, but Tua is very, very close to that because Tua can throw the ball all across the field. So he is a ridiculous quarterback. 3 is Justin Fields. I think that Ohio State just overall being a most complete team, I think that, because it's a team award too. It's not just individual.
I disagree with that.
Okay. Well, you couldn't win it without a team around you.
Lamar Jackson won it.
Okay. Well, he still had a team around him.
Not a very good team.
Not a very good team. All right. Okay. Well, I just think Justin Fields is going to keep this up because Ohio State's probably the most, in my opinion, the most complete team.
I would agree with that.
And we'll talk about that in our podcast about top 25. So, and I got Joe Burrow. His numbers are ridiculous right now, but I kind of
especially for an LSU quarterback. You never see good offense like that on that scale out of LSU.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I think that he'll have to prove me wrong, but I think that this is going to slow down for him. I think that they're going to slow down on offense. I don't think they're going to get just that next level yet.
Well, one of Tua.
We'll see. I might be wrong.
One of Tua or Joe Burrow is going to fall out of it here in a few weeks.
Yes. I agree. And then for 5, I have 2 that are tied. I know nobody's talking about Chuba Hubbard, and I think
in the Heisman
talk,
everyone's talking about him and other stuff.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor and Chuba Hubbard. I couldn't decide between the two, so I tied them for my 5 spot. So yeah.
Well, I put Jonathan Taylor at my 5 spot.
They've probably played better competition.
Oh yeah, sure. By far. I mean, Tulsa versus Michigan. How much time we got? We got about 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're doing just
well. Since we have those 5 minutes, I have their stats.
What does it matter? Both of these running backs are probably going to get injured at some point.
That's a good point.
They rely on them too much.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
But all of these Heisman candidates, which we have about the same ones, except you just didn't put Hubbard on yours. But that's all. I'll list off starting with Jalen Hurts, I guess. So he's 65 out of 85. That's crazy.
Okay.
For 1,295 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But he also has 47 carries for 443 yards and 5 touchdowns rushing the ball. So he's Oklahoma's leading rusher. So that's crazy.
That's got to change.
Yeah, it'll probably. We'll see. We'll see.
In a good way. In a good way.
Not
Not that he needs to run less, but in everyone else.
I would rather see him pass the ball more, but you know he's getting
better every week.
Yeah, he's just an all-around athlete.
Yeah.
Tua, 113 out of 148 for 1,718 yards, but he has played that extra game past Jalen, so I'm sure Jalen will catch him in passing next week.
Well, I mean, even then, that's like
they have a bye week this week.
40, 50 more pass attempts than Hurts's.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot more passing than that. What am I talking about? Like 60.
Yeah, Tua's got a lot more. He's got a lot of passing touchdowns. He's got 23 through 5 games, so that is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, he's thrown.
That's all. He doesn't run the ball. Jalen Hurts runs the ball a lot, but they throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, he's thrown like what 25% more. I don't know how that works. I can't do math on the fly like that.
Yeah, I know. I especially can't.
There are so many more attempts there. So.
Yeah. 20. Yeah. A lot more attempts, 148 to 85. Jalen Hurts could still keep himself under 100 pass attempts.
Okay,
Kansas.
Real quick, do you have a pencil? I want to see how many yards per attempt each one has. I'm going to calculate that like right now.
I don't have a pencil.
Fine. Okay, we'll do it later.
We'll do it later. We might mention it later.
Yeah.
All right, Justin Fields, 81 out of 116, so he's attempted a lot too, but he's got less passing yards than both of the two quarterbacks that we just mentioned. So. 1,092 yards and 16 touchdowns. He's been really.
Does he have some rushing touchdowns?
Yeah, he has. I don't know. I think he has.
I know he had one in the opener.
I forgot to write that down. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of rushing touchdowns. He's definitely one of the top Heisman candidates for me. Joe Burrow, 100 out of 124 for 1,520 yards, 17 touchdowns, but he's thrown 2 picks, so that's pretty good. I don't know how his rushing has been. He has improved a lot this year. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, off to the bottom 2 running backs. Jonathan Taylor has 84 carries for 559 yards and 8 touchdowns. Okay, this is why I put Hubbard in there, just because, his numbers are a lot better. 128 carries for 938 yards. He's getting close to 1,000 already, and 10 touchdowns. So those numbers are pretty crazy. I know that
I just now noticed this, but Hurts is not all that far behind Jonathan Taylor in rushing statistics. Think about that for a second.
443 to 559, and Taylor's got 3 more touchdowns. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hurts has a lot less than 84 carries, I think.
47. 47. Yeah, that's crazy. He's just he's an all-around. Probably the best overall player in the country.
We can just go completely silent for the rest of the video, and our point would still be made.
That's true. Well, let's not do that, but this is the end of the video. So.